This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soybifa Jackridge. A state of emergency has been declared in Seychelles after a massive explosion at an industrial area on the main island, Mahé, as well as flooding. The blast ripped through the zone, flattening commercial buildings and wrecking nearby houses, leaving a trail of devastation along Mahé Island's east coast. Seychelles President Wavel Ramkalawan has ordered everyone except essential workers to stay at home. A number of people have been injured. Several people have also been evacuated from their homes. The blast happened just after 2:00 local time, that is 22:00 GMT Wednesday, at a construction and quarrying company where explosives were being stored in 4 containers. 4 containers of explosive blew off. My heart is heavy right now, and I know many families are being affected. I was shocked to see Providence, Petit Paris, and Cascade in such a state. It was as if we went through a war. The international airport was also damaged, despite being 4 kilometers, that is 2.5 miles away. Schools are shut and hospitals closed to all but emergency cases. The only movement allowed is into and out of Holiday Island. The Seychelles International Airport is still operational and ferry services between islands are operating for visitors. The country's official account said on X, exceptionally heavy rains overnight has caused severe flooding and landslides, adding to pressure on the island's response teams. 3 people died when their homes were destroyed. The deluge has caused sewage to flow into the ocean and people are advised not to swim. President Ramkalawan called the twin disasters a calamity for the country and appealed for people to show solidarity to those affected. Kenya is sending 1,500 farm workers to Israel, the Labor Ministry has said. The announcement comes nearly 2 weeks after Malawi sends 221 young people to work on Israeli farms, triggering a backlash against the government. The casual workers will be deployed on 3-year renewable contracts with a guaranteed net income of $1,500, that is €1,195. The Labor Ministry added, Israel has turned to Africa to fill a severe labor gap on its farms. After a mass exit of foreign workers, more than 10,000 migrant farm workers, mostly Thailand nationals, have left Israel since the start of the war with Hamas in early October. Israel has also barred Palestinian workers, who made up nearly 20% of the agricultural labor force prior to the war. Israel's agriculture ministry told CNN last week that the country needed 30 to 40,000 farm workers. The announcement has sparked mixed reaction in Kenya, with some concerns about the workers' safety. At least 32 Thai farm workers were killed and several others taken hostage when Hamas attacked Israel on 7th October. Critics have also questioned the conditions the workers will face in Israel. Some Kenyans have supported the deal, saying it provides badly needed jobs at a time when Kenya is battling an unemployment crisis and the rising cost of living. Kenya has an unemployment rate of 5.5% according to World Bank. Some Tanzanians have expressed concerns over the whereabouts of Vice President Philip Mpango, who has not been seen in public for over a month. He was due at a science conference on Wednesday in Arusha, but was instead represented by a cabinet minister. His disappearance from public view has sparked rumors about his health, but Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa has warned against such speculation, saying the Vice President was out of the country for official duties. This is not the first time there have been rumors about the state of Vice President's health. Before becoming vice president, Mr. Mpango, 66, had served as finance minister under the previous president, John Magufuli, who died in office in March 2021. A month earlier, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Mpango appeared at a news conference in the capital, Dodoma, to deny a rumor that he himself had died. He coughed several times as he paid tributes to senior government officials who had passed away. Under the country's constitution, if the president dies, resigns, is permanently capacitated, or is disqualified, the vice president takes up the presidency for the rest of the term. Mr. Mpango was lastly seen in public on 31st October while representing President Samia Suluhu Hassan during a virtual meeting of leaders from the Southern Africa Development Community. On Monday, the president had to cut her trip short in Dubai to deal with deadly landslides in the northern region. Some social media users have been expressing concerns about the uncharacteristic silence parents of Mr. Pamango, who is yet to comment about the tragedy in Hanang region. Others say they are worried about Mr. Pamango's health. Prime Minister Majaliwa, however, said citizens should not be speculating about the vice president's whereabouts. Ignore the crazy things on social media. Mr. Philip Pamango is out of the country on official duties, Mr. Majaliwa said on Saturday. Fans are raving about rapper Kendrick Lamar's extraordinary performance in Kigali, Rwanda on Wednesday night. Wowing fans with hit songs such as She Needs Me, Loyalty, and Humble, he was the headliner at the inaugural Move Africa Festival co-created by anti-poverty organization Global Citizen. Appearing on stage with Lamar before the show, President Paul Kagame thanked the organizers. He said it was a good way of ending the year with music, with energy, with optimism. Rwanda choreographers, along with Rwanda-born Shere Silva, joined Lama on stage, dancing traditional moves. Rwanda has invested heavily in organizing and welcoming entertainment and sports events in order to boost tourism and attract investors. It is also an exercise in gaining soft power. The country has recently hosted international events such as the last Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, the Congress of Football's World Governing Body, FIFA, and the Basket Africa League. Global Citizen said Move Africa hopes to promote equity as well as create jobs through employing local artists and crews. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Thursday.